So I've literally had my stammer my whole life, and it was way more severe growing up than what it is now. I haven't had a day where I haven't stammered in my 25 years. It has been hard. There have been moments where it's like, why can't I say this sentence? Hi, my name is William Laven and I am 25 years old. I am from London, United Kingdom. I was very delayed saying my first few words, and medical professionals didn't think that I'd be able to speak fluently until I was about 7 or 8 years old, and I haven't had a day where I haven't stammered in my 25 years. It definitely, growing up, hindered my confidence. You get very self-conscious with your stammer because you think people pick it up way more than you pick it up yourself. So it's like going into school, like reading out in class, like, or there would be certain opportunities that I would say no to years ago because of my stammer, but now I say yes to because like my stammer is my voice. It's a very unique way of living, so you have to learn to accept it, which is what I've come to do. It has been hard. There have been moments where it's like, why can't I say this sentence? So hello, picking up my phone call can sometimes be quite a challenge, but sometimes when you get the rhythm, you sort of build your own techniques as well, because it's like a recipe, how you can give 5 different people a recipe and all those different dishes will come out in a completely different way. I've had a few bullying situations, like in school. I've had it like job interviews, in like a group assessment where I stammered saying my name and someone has said, how will you be able to have a job if you can't say your own name? And I've had it like a tube station where people have rolled their eyes, but I know some people with a severe stammer, they still get bullied quite a lot. They still get mistakenly treated, which is not fair at all. It is our voice and we can't hide our voice, and no one should ever feel afraid to use their voice and fear that they may get bullied for saying what they want to say. I started my podcast called Stammer Stories, where we talk to people who stammer, people who work in the stammering field, and people who don't have a stammer, to basically just destigmatize the subject. It gave me a platform to share my voice and to challenge myself along with other people. The biggest motivation for me behind Stammer Stories was to give people a platform to talk about their stammer. There's so many famous people out there with a stammer, but you just wouldn't know it, who don't have a stammer, to show that normal people who speak fluently, no one knows what fluent really is. And I think people see it as holding them back way more than it actually should. And if you take your mind off it, you're less likely to think about it. There are 70 million people in the world that have a stammer, and no one really talks about it still, and it's still very niche. It's one of those things that you may feel alone because it's a very self-isolating thing sometimes, because you may not even know someone with a stammer, but there are people out there in different communities with a stammer who are going through similar things that you are. And I think just find your own community to help you feel when you can relate to other people with a stammer.